Here at Oaktree Motorhomes in Nottingham, the forecourt is jam-packed full of amazing motorhomes and camper vans, and Oaktree's reputation for customer care and level of detail is the best in the industry. And today we're going to follow a motorhome from the start to the finish to see how they get them this good, and the level of detail they go to is incredible. So let's go check one out, shall we? So today we're going to be following along this lovely 2018 Bailey Autograph. Now, as you can see, this has just come in from a customer, but what I want to stress first and foremost is that each vehicle that ends up at this point has had a full vehicle appraisal already to make sure there's no major problems with the vehicle. So there are some dirty parts to it. You know, it's got some grubby bits, it's got some black streaks. As you can see, we've got some rusting on the rear tail lights. There's a few little paint chips, and then the roof is quite grubby. Now, this is because it's hard to get to areas, and not everyone has the tools and equipment to do these kind of jobs, which is fair enough. As you can see, the inside of the motorhome is fairly clean. It's going to need a good valet, good clean and a good check, but overall it is a really good condition motorhome. The first stop any motorhome or camper van comes to is here, the steam bay, where it gets a thorough scrub, roof included. As you can see, easy access to the roof up there. They go through everything here. They get the awning out, they go above and beyond, but this is just the first clean of two. Now, as I said, this is a steam bay. This is not a jet washing area. So they use high temperature, high pressure steam to clean these vehicles, which is much better than jet washing and, you know, potentially damaging the seals. Steam does a much better job at cleaning these motorhomes. Now, as you can see, Brian is going to town on this motorhome. A lot of people say Brian's got one of the worst jobs here because he is out in all weathers, but this guy, honestly, he does hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of vehicles a year. What he doesn't know about cleaning a vehicle is not worth knowing. He has seen it all and he has done it all. He is an absolute living legend when it comes to cleaning a motorhome, and I can personally vouch for that because he cleans mine quite regularly. As you can see, he's going from top to bottom. They've got that roof access with the big skywalk around the vehicle, which makes it so easy for Brian to get onto the roof, get in and around all the little nooks and crannies, get all the dirt and mould off the roof, give it a good scrub. Once he's done a full wash, he gets the brush out and goes around and agitates all these little nooks and crannies to make sure it's looking gleaming. Now, he could just stop at the trims, but he cleans the trims and then he takes them off, and then he does the actual wheel rims. I mean, again, this is just above and beyond. This is the first wash. The level of detail just in the first wash is amazing. Now, like I say, this is a steam wash. Brian's got many years of experience and thousands of motorhomes under his belt, so he knows what he's doing when it comes to cleaning the engine bay. Not just with a jet wash, like I say, it is a steam cleaner, so he goes above and beyond. After a fresh wash, this is where camper vans and motorhomes come next, and that's the valeting bay. It's huge. Now, this is where Oaktree go above and beyond the rest. The level of detail they go to is incredible, which I'm about to show you. They go all out, guns blazing on this section. They really do. And this isn't just a one valet. They don't just do one valet. No. This is a valet ready for the pitch. But then once the customer has purchased a motorhome, it gets a second valet ready for collection for the customer. How good is that? Now, like I just said, this is valet 1 of 2 because this is just to get it pitch ready. This is where Dave, the 76-year-old veteran, gets his hands on it, and he is an absolute living legend. His level of detail is so good. I mean, he doesn't need to be working, but he does this because he loves it. So you can just see the level of detail that he's going to right now. And this isn't just because it's him, and this is the way, this is the Oaktree way. Taking all those screws off, replacing them with new screws, bringing the cooker up to brand new condition. You wouldn't even know this wasn't a new cooker. You really wouldn't. Who hoovers an oven? I mean, you've never seen that. Now, when it comes to the fridge, again, this is where they do go in major detail, taking the whole freezer compartment out so they can get behind there and give it a thorough clean. So you know when you get your motorhome and you're putting your food in there ready for you and your family to eat, it is the cleanest the fridge has ever been, bar the day it rolled off the forecourt. The fridge is completely stripped down, cleaned with an inch of its life, then the bars are taken out and they are cleaned and resprayed to bring them back to new. Now, if there is any marks or stains on the mattress, they get totally recovered. They work with a local company not far from them who recovers all their mattresses and brings them back to perfect use. So this is the thing. It is a bugbear for some people that they want a new mattress. So Oaktree take that into consideration and they check the mattress very thoroughly. If there's nothing wrong with it, then it's good to go. It gets a good clean, a debobble, and really spruced up. Any more than that, it will get a complete recovering with the local company. This is where the footwell gets opened up, and then they start with the brushes. The brushes and cleaning the dashboards is great. It's fantastic to watch this stuff when I was filming, because you just see how it all gets done. Now the blinds are being checked. Again, this is just the first valet, not the final valet. This is just the first valet. Now Brian is going to be using the wet and dry vac on all the cushions in the motorhome to make sure they are really clean. And as you can see, there is quite a difference coming out of these sofa cushions already. Now it's time to hit the workshop for a PDI and habitation check. And for any of you like me that didn't know what PDI was, it's a pre-delivery inspection. So let's go check out what they do, shall we? You remember those light fixtures at the back of the motorhome at the beginning of the video that were rusty? They're gone. They are coming off and they are being changed out for brand new ones. They're not being resprayed. They're not being done anything like that. Brand new ones are going on. Now we've got Craig, head valeter, polishing the windows, getting those scratches that those nasty trees down those country lanes get. Now I've got a few of those in my motorhome. I'm pretty sure most of you know what I'm talking about. But look at that window, how much it is gleaming from a polish, and the scratches are nowhere to be seen. Now we've got Matt, head foreman of the workshop, and he was showing me this tool. He's doing a gas safety check here, and do you know what? He was geeking out about this tool. He loves his job, and he loves the highest tech of gadgets and gizmos, and this is exactly what this is. He was telling me about how it all works to check the pressure and make sure the gas is safe. As well as that, he then goes in and checks all the flames to make sure they're a good colour, lovely and blue, to make sure they're all nice and safe. This is a quick glimpse of the sheet that they go through, that each motorhome follows when it goes in for a PDI. There's so much detail on the sheet. Now he's going to be checking the fridge, that it starts on gas and then it starts on electric, because we've got a lovely clean fridge, but we want to make sure it's all working. So that's exactly what I do. Now it's time for Matt to do a check around for damp in the motorhome. Now remember, the motorhome has already been pre-appraised to get onto the forecourt in the first place and be purchased by Oaktree. This is just a double check. Now safety comes first, and that's where Matt, the workshop foreman, ensures everything's up to spec with the gas, the carbon monoxide and the fire alarm checks. Now you can see Matt going around checking all the lockers and the hinges. Again, this is just to make sure nothing's out of place, nothing's loose or needs tightening or fixing or replacing. He's now running through the entire system with the water and the gas, make sure the pumps are flowing properly, make sure the gas is all correct. And as you can see here, this is an electrical check. So this is where he's checking the fridge runs on 240. So he turns it on and bosh, there's a change, so he knows that it's pulling the right amount to be on 240. These might look like simple checks, but going around checking the safety of the seat belts, because safety is first and foremost, most important, making sure the window latches are fine, the lights work well, and there's no rips, tears or snags in any of the blinds or fly screens. Now this part is absolutely incredible. You're going to have to see it to believe it, really. There was a screw in the wall holding a little bracket on from the previous owner. Now that doesn't look very good when the screw's taken out, so Ben's actually gone on a special course to be able to do invisible repairs, which sounds amazing in itself. Now he's mixing up a colour to match the colour. Now look at that. 1 minute it's there, next it's gone. You can slightly see it until he starts rubbing in and drawing in a grain, and now gone. I mean, how good of a repair is that? You'd never know it was there if I hadn't shown you it was there. Absolutely incredible repair. Now it's time for the mechanics to get their hands on the motorhome in the mechanics bay. They go over everything. They give it a full comprehensive service. They change all the filters, they change all the fluids, they change the cam belt. They go above and beyond to make sure it is running sweet and smooth. Now Dave, head mechanic, who has been with Oaktree for over 15 years, get his hands on this, and he's going to do the brake check and make sure everything's good to go and there is no signs of anything going untoward. This is where he then checks and tops up all the fluids. Just topping up fluids is one thing, but this is where they go again. Attention to detail, checking things like how potent the antifreeze is, because if the previous owner has only been topping up with water, it was then weakened it and diluted it. So this is where they check it. If it needs changing, they will change it and make it sure it's the correct solution for the motorhome, so you don't have to worry about that. It doesn't just stop with antifreeze. They change the filters of the oil, the diesel and the air filter. They all come out and new ones go straight in, and then we move on to the cam belt. Now as you can see, this is a brand new cam belt kit here, and I think Oaktree are one of the only dealers that do this. They change cam belts for you before they need changing. Now having a cam belt, depending on the model of the motorhome you've got, can be anywhere between £500 and £800, and they do that as standard with motorhomes over 3 years old. Now after all that, and I think you'll agree, that is quite the once over on the motorhome. Now remember, this is just to get it pitch ready. The RAC warranty gets put in the window along with the price, and then it gets put on pitch ready for you guys to come down and see. I think you'll agree this is one of the most detailed companies you'll find out there that go above and beyond. And like I say, this is just to get it pitch ready. Once it's purchased and ready to go out the door, it will get another valet, another wash, make sure everything's good to go again, and then the customer will be driving away with their dream motorhome with not a worry in mind. I don't know about you, but I think it's fair to say there's a hell of a lot of detail that goes in to preparing a motorhome to the standard that Oaktree do. Sure, you may be looking at a little bit of a saving with a private sale, but it does not come close to the 3-year warranty, the cam belt, the habitation, the detail of the clean that they've gone to, plus all the other goodies as standard, and the customer service that Oaktree offer. I found it fascinating following the guys around the workshop, around the valeting area in the steam bay all week, following that Bailey. It was incredible. Now, if you've enjoyed this, I'm going to be doing something very different, something that hasn't been done before, and is a chance for you to come and get involved. Now, next Friday and Saturday, I'll put the dates on the screen now, the 8th and the 9th, I believe. I'm going to be at Oaktree, and I'm going to be trying to sell some motorhomes. Now, I have never done this in my life before. I've not sold anything. I've never been a salesman. I've never done any of that stuff. But this was a great insight into that side of how they prepare a motorhome, how they get things done and ready and ready to go for you guys. So I thought, why not have another look behind the curtain and behind the scenes at how they sell motorhomes? And I'm going to be trying to do it. I'm going to be donning an Oaktree t-shirt. I'll be down there on the Friday and the Saturday trying to sell motorhomes. So if you want to come down and meet me, you're more than welcome to. Come down. I'll have some merch to give away. There will be limited amount of merch to give away, but I have got quite a few little bits and bobs to give away to you guys. So come down, have a cup of tea, walk around some motorhomes. Maybe I could sell you a motorhome. If you're in the market for one, then come down, make my job easier, and we'll sort you out a deal. I don't know what I can do or what I can't do, but it's going to be interesting. I love the partnership that me and Oaktree have got, because this allows me to do this kind of stuff, go behind the scenes, show you guys what happens, how they do things, how this happens, how this works. Anything and everything. They, give me free access to do and show and ask anything. So if there is anything that you would like to know, or you'd like me to show you how they do this, take a motorhome out, do this, anything within the motorhome and campervan industry, then please do drop it in the comments below, because I have full access to Oaktree. They allow me to use any of their motorhomes. I can go test things out on them. I can show you around them. I can ask Rob a question about how the industry works like this, and how they fix this, how they sell that, how they buy motorhomes, anything, I have full access, which is a beautiful thing to have, because it allows you guys to see the bits that you wouldn't normally see, and not many people have the access that I have, which I'm very grateful for, and I'm thankful that Rob and Oaktree have allowed me that access, because it means I can create great videos for you guys. So if you are in the Nottingham area on Friday or Saturday, and maybe you want to buy a motorhome, come help a brother out. Why not? If you want to just come down, say hi, grab some merch, have a cup of tea, then definitely get down to Oaktree Motorhomes in Nottingham on next Friday and Saturday. Like I say, dates will be on the screen now with all the details. Come down, say hi, and have a little look around. Catch you next week.